There were like 200 people in this audience, and we were really talking about a project and things of more global interest. And he just got it very specific. I'm from Albuquerque, so is there any places you went to? You know, and I thought, God, there's no one else in the audience is going to be interested in this answer. So I'd be really curious if there was any places that you visited in Albuquerque. And I don't know how or why, but it just came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And I visited your mom once in a while.
Yeah. All right, everybody, get ready. I'm sitting down with Bryan Cranston, who is here with his film, Trumbo. For you and Jay, how did you come together to make this project and to choose this role?
It was just a flat-out offer. And again, through the avalanche that became Breaking Bad. And once I read it, I realized this is it. This is theirs. I want to do this. And the story was interesting, and the script that John McNamara wrote supporting that story was really terrific, solid. And then the character itself, so flamboyant. He loved the idea of people listening to his wordsmith musings, you know, and pontification, you know, and he had that cigarette holder and the lighter, and of course he lit one from another. And well, it's an interesting question because I've contemplated this a lot, you see, and you know, and he would love to just go on and on and on. And
how much time did you spend in the bathtub? Because he's famous for writing with his scotch and his cigarette, like you say, in the bathtub.
In the bathtub. Well, there was actually a very pragmatic reason for him to be in the bathtub. He had a bad back. From abusing his body, you know, but there's too much alcohol and smoking, and hunched over a typewriter, and for all hours of the morning, not sleeping well, and sleeping in a chair, and so he needed to soak his back in a hot bath every day for an hour and a half or so, 2 maybe, but he couldn't justify spending 2 hours just in a bathtub, so he brought his work with him. And he set up shop there, and he's soaking his back, and he was the first multitasker of his time. But doing it was interesting because I was in the bathtub for a better part of a day, doing those in different times. A couple times we did that, and your fingers get pruny, and it's like, could I have more hot water now? It's getting a little chilly. You know, you stayed too long, and they pour buckets of hot water in because they brought the bathtub in there. The bathtubs weren't in those houses, so they had to bring them and plug the drain and that sort of thing.
And you know what I thought was so interesting also about this movie and living in Hollywood? It really is a town and an industry built on working 24/7. In that movie, I love that when Otto Preminger's like knocking on the door and it's like Christmas Eve.
Christmas is over. There is no 9 to 5.
There is no 9 to 5.
No, you're working 12, 14 hours a day. Really. I mean, I'm working that much, either developing projects or reading and making notes or preparing for a role. I mean, it's a lot of work.
It's good to be you. Been going at it a long time. And, you know,
it is. And I know it's going to end at some point, whether my own demise, like that, or at some point the roller coaster will come to an end, and the bar will come up, and I'll be asked to exit to the left, and you know what? I don't think I'll be sad about it. It'll be like, wow, that was a great ride. That would be fun. I don't play golf. This is what I do, so.